I hereby announce the opening of the kickoff celebration of the 50th year of the Philadelphia Antique Show. And I'd like to thank Hugh Williamson for that stunning fanfare. We will be followed by Dr. Brett Gucci, husband of Mary Gucci, as many of you know, who was treasurer and board member of this esteemed organization for many years. I give you Dr. Gucci.
Dr. Cheek, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure for me to be here today. As I talk to you, I think back about Mary's time on the board, and I believe right now that she is up in heaven, and she's looking down, and she is very, very pleased because she sees that this 50th Philadelphia Antique Show, that the money that is raised from it is going to support ovarian cancer. I can't tell you how deserving the members of the Division of Gynecologic Oncology are, and because in Mary's last 2 years, they made such a difference and made those last 2 years wonderful. So tonight, I'd like to toast all of those who are making this show possible, all the ones that are working, all the underwriters. Now, in order to have a good toast, it has to be with champagne, doesn't it? And the other thing, you have to open the champagne correctly, like the French Foreign Legion did. So you would just stand back.
Let's raise our glasses in a toast to the 50th year of the Antique Show. Many more.
I'd like to welcome you to this party tonight. I want to thank Hugh Williamson, our very talented musician, my husband, Dr. Ted Cheek, and Dr. Brett Gucci for starting off our evening, and the 50th year of the Philadelphia Antique Show in a true spirit of celebration. This will be a very tough act to follow. However, I would next like to introduce the sponsor of this year's kickoff party, Mr. Rick Kobus, who is Senior Principal of Choi Kobus Architects. This architectural firm is a leading healthcare and science and technology design firm who has been instrumental in the work on the Roberts Proton Therapy Center and will be continuing to work with Penn Medicine in the future. Rick?
On the 50th anniversary year of the Philadelphia Antique Show, we're delighted to have had the opportunity to work with you all on the Roberts Proton Therapy Center, and we're looking forward to spending more time here at Penn on new opportunities and new visions for the medical center. Thanks to all of you for joining us this evening.
Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Matt Butcher, Vice President of Drexel Morgan and Company, who is the presenting sponsor of the Philadelphia Antiques Show. Drexel Morgan and Company, located in Radnor, is the financial holding company and parent company of Haverford Trust, which has been our presenting sponsor for many years. Matt?
Good evening, everyone. This is very nice to be here with everyone tonight. Patty, thank you very much for the nice introduction. I'm Matt Butcher with Drexel Morgan, the 2011 Antique Show presenting sponsor. From what I can tell in my brief several years of coming to this event, is that the Philadelphia Antique Show is perhaps the premier antique show in the United States. It is no wonder that the show has successfully reached the age of 50. Drexel Morgan & Co. is very proud to be the sponsor of such a world-class event in its 50th year. I can't say that I've been coming to this event for the last 50 years, but I can say I'd like to come for the next 50. You may know that Drexel Morgan & Company owns two companies, the Haverford Trust Company and more recently, McCabe Capital Managers. With a 30-year history and clients with over $10 billion in assets, Drexel Morgan is steadily growing. And looking forward, we want to continue to grow along with the Philadelphia Antique Show. So we're very pleased to announce that we are committed to remaining the lead sponsor of this event for the foreseeable future. And there will be plenty of familiar faces from the Harvard Trust Company, as well as many of you have known so many of them over the years. And John Donaldson is here tonight, and so we look forward to having good continuity there. We are particularly happy to help support the Penn Ovarian Cancer Research Center as the beneficiary of the 2011 show. I'm pleased to report that the 2010 show raised nearly $700,000 for the Penn Center for Ocular Imaging last year. And we are certainly hopeful to be able to do as much or more this year for the Ovarian Cancer Research Center. I'd like to thank TK&A Architects for sponsoring this great kickoff event, and I'd like to thank our 2011 Chairwoman Patty Cheek and her board and her team, as well as Dottie Grieve, for their tireless efforts in anticipation of another stellar show. We are all very much looking forward to seeing what you have in store for us in April. And with that, thank you very much and have a terrific night.